Support in Rainbow Six Siege has a very common misconception, and that is, as support, you cannot get kills. But this couldn't be further from the truth. So as you can see right now, we're on Clubhouse, and in this game in particular, I went 18 kills as a hard support. This is me. I was playing Cade, Thermite, and Hibana, just hard supports most of the entire game. Now the common misconception about supports is you can't get kills on support. But with this Cade round, I'm about to show you exactly why that's not true at all. So as you can see right now, I'm trying to Cade trick the hatch, but they end up ramming it open. So I try to Cade trick one more time, but I end up hearing somebody on my left, so I just get off of the Cade trick completely. Not only am I doing this because I just think that they're gonna hit the hatch anyways because they can Hibana trick, but also we got rushed really bad rounds 1 and 2. We had an Ashe rush in and get a 4K 2 rounds in a row. We were down 0 and 2, so it was just not looking good for us. We just constantly got caught with our pants down. Not a fun time. So I had this premonition that there's going to be a guy coming down oil pit, right? And as you can see right now, there actually was, and my teammate was right here covering it. So I thought he was going to cover secret, so I'm like, hey, I'll cover your oil pit, and we can get a crossfire on blue since they're just going to open the hatch. And exactly like I thought would happen, this player in oil pit ends up killing my teammate who's watching secret because I wasn't in position. That's on me. So I see that my teammate dies, and I try to swing and get the refrag. I can't in time, and he actually kills a second teammate of mine, which is not good. Now, as you can see, we're in a 2v4. So I try to get a different angle onto this Hibana, but as you can see in the top right there, now it's a 1v4. So let's see how this plays out. I'm going to take the HUD off and spectate myself in third person so you don't get wall hacks, and you see exactly what I was thinking. So I'm trying to frag this guy in oil pit, right, as the Cade. I see that the Hibana is there, and I shoot, and I get the kill on him. Next up, I know there was a guy bottom metal. So I check bottom metal, turns out my teammate downed him, so that's a free kill too. So now it's a 1v2. Way more winnable, right? And because I know they have to plant the bomb, I'm playing a little bit more passive here. So I go into church, and I just hold this passive angle right here. I know it's common for people to peek this, so when somebody does, I one-tap them and I take their head off. Now, it's a 1v1. All I have to do is sit here and play very passive. And that's exactly what I do. I sit here, and then something magical happens whenever I walk into secret. He dies to a Capcan trap. And I win the round. Now, I'm not going to pretend that that was my fault for winning that game. There were a lot of reasons that we won that round, chief among them being that the last guy, as you can see by his sprawled out body, hit a few Capcan traps. So I was not the only reason we won that, and I only got a lot of kills because it was a 1v4 and I had to get kills. So let's move on to a different round where I still got kills while playing support and I wasn't really forced to, but I did it anyway. So now it's round 4, and we're actually on attack this time. And I know that if I want to be able to do anything, I'm going to have to play support and get kills. That's what I realized last round because I had to get a bunch of kills. So this time, I'm a support, but I'm on ace, and I have a good gun. So I can be an aggressive support. So as you can see, I'm on my drone right now, and I see that there's a kid on this door. I'm pinging him for my teammate, as you can see by this yellow ping right here. And I'm saying, hey, they're going to actually run out of this door and swing you and kill you if you're spawn peeking here. So then I actually try to kill him by running up to him. And he still kills one of my teammates. He still kills one of my teammates, even though I was on a drone. Which kind of sucks, right? He was just roaming strip club. We droned him. He swung. He got the info before my guys could react. Now it's a 5v4. It is what it is. I'm really tired of these players playing aggressive, so I start to show a bit of aggression on my own. Like I said, these kids were being really aggressive. So if you thought the spawn peaks would end there, I knew that they wouldn't, which is why I just got shot in the back. And instead of just letting him walk all over me or trying to hide, I'm going to punish his aggression because that's all he's been doing all game. So I see this door. I swing. I miss a few times, but I get the one tap and I actually kill him there. So now it's a 4v4, a little bit more even, but a lot of time has been wasted. So I know that I need to get on this wall and I need to do it fast, but as you can see, it's electrified. And my gridlock unfortunately didn't bring EMPs, so I'm telling my gridlock, hey, get on this gym window over here, while I cover your other window to make sure you don't get swung. So we do exactly that. As you can see, he's about to drop and swing the window, and I'm going to hold this window. I'm still supporting him and trying to get a wall open with him, but at the same time, I'm being aggressive by holding a run out, as opposed to somebody a bit less impactful holding that run out like a sledge or a jackal. Now, from my POV, as you can see, there's a jackal right here, right? So I actually think that he's in CC, so I'm like, oh, let's take CC control. That's great. But if you, if you see, he was not there. I just didn't see him through the roof. He was just on the window, and I was just kind of clueless, so that's on me. But I noticed something. If he's able to be on the con window, and my gridlock's able to sit on the gym window, that means there might not be anybody in CC. So if I can take that, I'm gonna take free space any day of the week, and that's something that you need to know as a support player. If there is ever free space that you can take at all, you need to be taking it immediately. I drone in here, and I see no one is CC. no one is cash, no one is top red, and I knew that we cleared rafters earlier. So all of this is free. I might as well take it so that I can sit on this door here, and this guy can sit on this window, just like he's doing right now, and we can apply a bunch of pressure to construction. I can get this Kate off, maybe open the wall, take Logi. I have smoke grenades for the plant over here. There's just a lot I can do instead of getting a wall open that's way too risky for me that I know that they're covering. So you have to be able to not only take space, but as a support, you need to adapt, especially if you're going to be an aggressive support. So that's what I do. As you can see, after droning myself in, I'm in con now, and I'm trying to take logic control. I know that logic control is imperative for you to take control of because it actually helps you cover the plant easier. So I try taking it. I shoot the K-Claw right here, like I said I was going to do, but it's pretty much useless that I do that. And then I get a free kill right here. I don't know what the fuck the Cade was doing, but I guess it's free. I'll take it. And now I'm on the door. So I'm telling my teammates in comms right now, I'm like, hey, I can go for a plant. Someone take Logi, get on the windows. I can smoke and get a plant down, right? Very, very easy stuff. But what I didn't know is there was a guy flanking the Logi right now, and our gridlock was actually trying to take Logi, so I knew they were going to have a gunfight. So instead of prioritizing my plant, I actually go for a refrag so that we don't lose Logi. As you can see, this guy's in a gunfight, right? He downs the person in Logi, or I think actually kills him. So then I'm like, okay, now let's go for a plant. I win my gunfight there because I hear him swinging. And then my teammate gets the last kill, and that's the round, right? All I did there was support my teammates. I wasn't being overly aggressive. I wasn't playing like an entry fragger. I was still playing like a support. All a support has to do is support his team. Typically, as a thermite, I'm supposed to get walls open, right? That would be the best way I can support things. But have you ever questioned why that's the best way to support? It's the best way to support by getting a wall open, because if you open this wall, now I can watch all of top main. I can watch all of Logi. I can watch the master door. I can watch into the gym door, where a player would be in here. I can watch people in the bathroom, on the mirror. The entire point of opening a wall in general is so that you can cover your teammates with a gun and get kills. So playing support aggressively is perfectly valuable, which is why I knew if I was going to get kills either way, I might as well do it on a side of the map that we had free control over, instead of getting a wall open that would have been completely useless to us. So if you find an opening, like I said earlier, if you find an opening and you find space that you can take it, because a lot of the times adapting to a push you think might be better is a lot better than trying to do a default push that might not work anyways. But that wasn't even the best round in this game. Just wait, it gets even crazier. So for this next round, they end up actually going the exact same bomb site, but there's one slight issue with their setup. Instead of bringing a Kate or a bandit like they brought last time to keep the wall closed, they only brought a mute. And because me and my teammates were actually a little bit smarter than usual this game, we decided to bring the EMPs on gridlock right here, as you can see. So I know that we're going to be able to get this wall open, especially because when I'm over here, I don't actually see any electricity. You know, I'm rappelling on this wall and I'm like, oh, it's not electrified. Let's go and get it. I have a Grim right here with EMPs too. This wall was just going to get open. Now, like I said earlier, it's fine to be an aggressive support, but if you're supporting your team and you know that there could be a free opportunity like this to get a wall open, just take it. Even if you're not going to push the wall, you might as well have it open for later in case you decide to rotate. Which is why I not only get this wall open with my Grim, but it's actually the leading factor in why I decide to go onto the roof, rotate all the way to the other side of the map, and get this wall open as well. Now that I'm getting this wall open, the Dokkaebi opens the Logi hatch and makes it a good idea to push Logi because I have more pressure that I can put on Khan. Good idea on the Dokkaebi's part, right? I see she flashes in and she drops, so now I drop because I'm trying to match her aggression. Like I said earlier, support is about supporting your teammates, which means even if they're doing some dumb shit, you gotta support them in doing some dumb shit. Now, I'm not saying that what Dokkaebi was doing was dumb. Like I said, what Dokkaebi did was smart. She actually ended up losing the gunfight here, but that's fine because it allowed me to take into construction. As you can see, the Dokkaebi is dead right here, but I know the Legion's swinging here because they've been aggressive literally all game. So I sit here and I get a free kill on the Legion while taking Logi. Now here's the thing. I have teammates who are still on this wall, right? This is my teammate. He calls out, hey, there's a guy top main, and I know that if this guy knows I killed his teammate in Logi and he's coming up to the Logi door, he's gonna go into Logi. So from my POV, I immediately ADS my weapon. I'm prepared for the swing, right? Because I'm using the support of my teammates, you know, calling shit out for me to support them. The entire time, I'm supporting them. Just because I'm getting kills doesn't mean I'm being a support. Just because I'm not getting walls open doesn't mean I'm not being a support. Support is about supporting your teammates. And if that means that you have to get kills too, and you have to listen to callouts and take action, sometimes that's what being a support means. So as you can see, I'm ADS right here, and I know he's going to swing, so I ADS, and I get the free kill. Now, it's a 1v4, right? Frost is off-site. I have a Legion Mine in my pocket, but I have the bomb down. There's a rotate here. I have smokes. It's a guaranteed plant. Now, I think, based off of my intuition earlier, that she's somewhere in like CC cache area, but my teammate calls out that she's main stairs, right? So I pull the goo mine out, and I go for a plant here. Now that the plant is going down, and I get back up, I hear a call out, hey, he might be coming up top main. So I immediately sprint, and I look at main. I break some barbed wire right here, but then I see he's not main, so then I'm like, okay, he might be con right now, right? So I run back, and the Frost whiffs the freest kill of her life, and I punish her for it. Simple as that. And that's the round win. Now, there it didn't look like I actually shot her, but it's a little bit of match replay bug. I definitely shot her, because as you can see, it's the end of the round now. But you can still get kills on support. It's very easy. You just have to be supporting your teammates by getting those kills and not getting those kills selfishly. The only reason I'm getting any kills is because I'm doing it in a way that's supporting my team. Now, you might be thinking, do all kills support your team? No, not really. If you kill a guy that's spawn peeking, you're not really supporting your team. You're just collecting a free kill, right? However, if I'm killing somebody while my teammate's trying to take space from that person, that is supportive. I'm supporting my teammate, right? I'm getting kills for other people so they can do other things, essentially. Now, because I'm human, sometimes I make mistakes too. So instead of just showing you the rounds that I'm winning, I'm going to show you a round that I ended up actually dying to. We still won the round, but I didn't do well at all. As you can see, I'm playing the Thermite again, surprise, surprise, and we're getting the CC wall open because the bomb right now is CC, right? They have a Cade on red stairs at some point who ends up Cade tricking the wall, and you'll see it doesn't really go well for me here. First things first, though, this Legion just ran outside and didn't have a place to go back in, so I just kind of collected a free kill here. I don't know what that guy was doing, but I thought I'd show you that before I showed you the round. Anyways, let's get to it. So we're at the wall, right? I have EMPs on a teammate. He's playing Cade. I'm on my Smurf, so these guys aren't really that good. So I'm pretty sure the Cade claws are just in the default spots, right? You have one top right here and one bottom left here. That was my assumption. Now, as you can see by this footage, that assumption was clearly wrong. Because after our Osa's done putting shields down, I ping where the EMP is, and the Cade claw's not there, right? It's not in the middle either. I realize that was our only set of EMPs, so we can't get this wall open, which again, it brings me back to adaptability. I'm like, okay, let's just push backside though. So I rappel up on the roof, and we push backside. So I'm on the roof right here, and I notice, okay, this wall's not electrified. Let me get it for absolutely free. What I don't know is there's a guy in there. So I get this wall open, right? Which is fine. I got a wall open, whatever, I'll take it. I couldn't get the main wall open, and I drone it out. And as you can see by this drone, I see that there's a Cade there, but I don't see the kid that was in con that went into master. Now, a good support here would have let his teammates do the killing and droned them in. That's what you're supposed to do as support. You do the droning so your teammates can get the kills. I, at this point, was kill hungry because I had been getting a lot of kills. I don't know, I was having fun. It is what it is. That's the mistake on my part that ended up costing me my life in this round. I drop here, right, and I hear him on my left. And I know, just based off of the fact that I can't swing out as much as I'd like to, that I lose the gunfight if he swings me, or I swing him right here. So I get off the rappel. I climb up the ladder here to maybe get like a sound cue to see if he's close and swinging, and then I'm like, okay, he is close and swinging, because as you can see, he's right here. And I know he's going to be on the left, because he kept peeking me from the left. So I rappel on the right, and get a tight angle on him that I know he probably has no idea exists. So I rappel right here, right? And I collect my free one. Now at this point, I should have droned because I didn't know if there was a kid in Master. I didn't know if there was a kid in Gym. I didn't know if there was a kid in Logi. All of those are on my right that could have flanked me. But this is where I make the mistake. I tell my teammate to drone it instead. My teammate who was playing an entry fragging op because I was just lazy. He was on the other side of the map. I just wanted to be able to get the kills because I was kill hungry. And if you're playing an aggressive support, you cannot get kill hungry. Again, the only reason you're being aggressive on support is because you have to be. In this game, I had to be because not only could my teammates not play support, but they couldn't get kills either. So I had to play an aggressive support, but I didn't have to be aggressive in every single gunfight. I only had to be aggressive when I needed to be aggressive to support my teammates. That is the main takeaway of this video. Only be aggressive when you need to if it's to support another person, not to support yourself. Because if you do it to support yourself, as you can see when I go through this footage, it ends up actually getting me killed. If you want another example of me just completely over-swinging to show you not what to do, here's a good round. We try to get the wall open again because, as you can see, they end up going the same side here, but they're doing it a bit different. They have a Mirror, they have an Echo, they have the Azami, they have a Malusi. So, as you can see, they're playing a lot more anchor focused, which is fine. But I end up being the reason we lose this round again. So, as you can see, I'm waiting for my Osa to put down her shields right here. She puts down the shield, so I know we're ready to EMP. I get the wall open. She's watching the run out right here. Drops. And then because I have this little drone right here, my teammate who died to this Doc spawn peeking is telling me, hey, the Doc is on the door. He's about to swing. You can get a free kill here. So, naturally, the kill-hungry person that I am, I swing, and I get the free kill. Now, that's fine, because I'm acting off of information, right? That was a free kill. I might as well get it. But this next part's not, because I knew an Azami was probably going to try to get the refrag because these kids are aggressive and I was kill-hungry. And instead of just backing off and waiting for the drone's information again like I should have, I end up swinging. Now, I did trade with her. As you can see, this is her body laid out on the floor. She's goddamn fucking opium ass pose. Anyways, she's laid out on the floor. I'm skydiving, right? So we traded, but that is our hard reacher completely gone. That's diffuser on the ground. That's 2 potential smoke grenades we could have used. And because of this, we end up unfortunately losing the round. If I had just been more patient, waited for the drone information, that wouldn't have happened. We could have been okay and we could have won the round, but we ended up not. So now we're down 3-4, right? This is not looking good for us. But luckily, we're on attack, where it all started, where I finally figured out that I needed to actually play as an aggressive support, which is when I was playing Cade on the basement. So I'm like, okay, well, if that worked, let's just go ahead and do it again, right? Why not? I'll Cade trick the hatch. We'll see if I can get any usefulness out of it. So I put my first Cade down, but immediately I have a teammate who dies in dirt, right? And he's calling out, they're pushing dirt, they're pushing dirt, they're pushing dirt. So I know they're going for a rush again, because that's the only time that they want on attack. They're weird. And then I see that there's a drone right here, and the barricade's open, so I know they're going to hard stick dirt. So I need to be watching this if my teammates aren't. And because I have a DMR, there's an aggressive pixel angle I can get into dirt, so if I want to be an aggressive support and support my team, this would be a fantastic way to do it. So as you can see, I immediately get on the pixel angle right here, and if you've ever used DMRs, pixel angles are your best friend. I see a Ying is Candela-ing in, right? And then I kill a Ying because she's being over-aggressive. If you know they're being over-aggressive, all you have to do is sit and bait, and that's what I did. Not only did I get the Ying, but as you can see, that was diffuser too. So all I had to do was sit here and bait the diffuser for the rest of the game, and we were good. At this point, my Legion had put a few mines inside of dirt, so now I'm just holding another tight angle on the main stairs, because like I said, DMRs, tight angles are your friend. But I hear an ace on my left. This ace is going to get my wall open, which allows this player up here, the ace, to get a huge angle onto anybody on the box, which is good for them if they're trying to retake the bomb, so I can't get that long angle I used to kill the Ying. Naturally, I call this out to my teammate, and my teammate, luckily enough, is actually able to shoot off the ace charge for me, so I don't have to worry about it. Now I know that they're pushing blue, and they're trying to trap me out of this corner, which means naturally they're going to have a guy on the main stairs right here to hold a long angle so that if I try to run and escape, they can get the free kill, right? High-level thinking here. So now I'm like, okay, I'm going to hold main because I know there's going to be a guy that walks down here, right? And look what happens. Funny enough, the buck comes strolling right on through main stairs. And I get the down because I'm holding a tight angle, and I have Premonition unlocked. In all seriousness, though, now I know there's a guy coming from blue, and there's a guy above, and it's the only 2 angles I have to worry about, unless they come from dirt. So I pretty much have the round cut out for me here. At this point, it's a 4v1, and I get pretty cocky, so I just have my revolver out in hopes that I can get a one-tap. And as you can see, I have no idea. I'm going to slow this down. I have no idea how I missed this revolver shot. Oh, he leaned. Okay, now I know. Okay, that makes sense. In the moment, I was like, what the fuck? I didn't hit him, but okay, I just literally missed. That makes sense. Anyways, with that out of the way, after we win this round, that is 4-4, so it's time to move on to my most impressive round yet, which is round 9. If you thought you've seen anything, this round will shock you. So now, because we just won basement, the enemy team is taking some inspiration from us. They run basement, now they're going to run the Cade trick right here, and they're just going to kind of play the style that we played. But luckily enough, if we're playing it, we also know how to counter it. As you can see, I'm on the Hibana right now, and I'm looking for spawn peeks, because knowing these kids, they're going to spawn peek. And I immediately spot that the stock door is open. So I know they're going to try to peek that, but we'll get into that a little bit later. Now, I drone into kitchen here. And as you can see, I see the cap can on the door. I hear him ripping nitro, so I run away, right? He uses the nitro. It's whatever. I try to re-drone. I realize he got my drone, so I send in another one. And I realize they're playing very aggressive because they know it works. So I know that if I want to be able to actually beat them, I have to match their aggression and bait them and play as an aggressive support, letting my blitz, who's all the way over here, doing the running for me while I just kind of sit back and maybe hold some angles, bait a little bit, get the hatches open, and shoot away. So the blitz here is, hey, there's a nitro on this floor, so I tell my ram, hey, ram through this window really quickly to get that nitro, right? He misses somehow. I don't know how that happened. So he tries to go for another one, right? He does that. And it works out. It gets the nitro. But then something unexpected happens to this ram. The Ram player is so tunnel visioned on stock right here, and the player inside of lobby that's not even here anymore, that he doesn't realize that we haven't taken kitchen yet, so no one's watching his main door. But that won't come into play later, because right now, as you can see, I'm actually getting the hatches open. I tried putting 4 pellets on, but they impact tricked it. So now I'm putting 2 pellets on, just like this. And I get it open with 2. Now I put 2 more on. They miss an impact, but they end up just shooting the Habanas off, because I just put them right on the hole like an idiot, so I have to put 2 more on. I put those 2 more on. They shoot them again. I don't know how they're shooting them from below right now. It's on a hatch, but whatever. And then I realized, oh, hey, the guy's above us as a zombie, so I can't get the hatch open. But oh no, what happened? Our Ram is dead. Turns out, he actually died from main stairs, like I was talking about earlier. Knowing that our Ram is dead, I guarantee you someone's going to swing from stock in order to get anybody who's trying to refrag like me. So I immediately ADS at stock, and I get the luckiest headshot of my life, but we don't talk about it. Now, I know one's Logi, and I know one's main, which means there's only one on site. And with Maverick having already made a hole here, and with us having a blitz, I know that the optimal strategy might actually be for us to rush into dirt instead. And because they're already here, and I have flashes, and I have bomb, I decide to make the risky move of playing with them, because I know our blitz has smokes for the door here and the door here. So as you can see, I decide to push dirt with them. You just have to sometimes make strategies even if you don't think it's the most optimal one. Sometimes action is better than no action, even though you think it's more intelligent. So now we're sitting here. I shoot the 2 Capgun traps so they know we're here, but I know there's one off site, so we still have the advantage. I tell our blitz, hey, let's smoke this guy off, but he says there's someone swinging. So before we rush in off of his smokes, I sit here and bait him, as good aggressive supports do. And I get a free kill on the Soulless, somehow not shooting our blitz in the back of the head, thank God. Our blitz runs in, he takes the space, and he smokes things off as he should. I flashed in, and I get the bomb down here. Now I'm getting the bomb down, our teammate's covering me, our blitz is in blue. We kind of just have it made for us here. With our blitz getting a free kill onto the Legion, who is way too over-aggressed, I realize all we have to do here is sit and play passive and don't over-aggress, and we win the entire game. So you see me swinging angles, and then I'm like, you know what? I don't even have to peek. Let's just hold a tight angle like this, and I'll be fine, because I got to call out that the guy was in church where I'm looking. He ends up swinging and shitting on me, so I'm like, oh no, we might lose because I overswung again. So then I tell my teammate, just sit here, it's fine. Just play passive, we're all good. We don't need to peek anything. This is a visual glitch, by the way. I shot the Capguns earlier, so he's not going to get exploded by these. But as you can see, he's right here. He knows our Maverick is here somehow. He's like wall banging a little bit. He's looking for our blitz, but we're playing passive. We don't have to do anything, right? This guy swings onto the Mav. The Mav ends up killing him, and we win the entire game. And as you can see, by the end of this game, by playing nothing but hard support operators, I went 18-6 in this game, which is absolutely amazing, especially for a hard support player. Like I said, the biggest mistake that any support player can make when playing this game is thinking that they can't get frags, because as you might not know it, supports actually have some of the best guns in the entire game. So if anybody were to play aggressive and get frags based off of their teammate and to support them, it would be support operators, honestly. So the hard truth again about playing support is yes, you can get kills. So if you ever have a teammate who goes like 0-6 and he's like, I was playing hard support all game, I'm not supposed to get kills. It doesn't matter. You can still get kills. You're just dog shit. But with that out of the way, my name's Alka. Check out this next video, and I hope to see you there. Later.